Welcome to the Friday the 13th edition. Off to a bad start already. Friday the 13th edition of Friday Night Fever. I'm Jim Holder. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm no Jason Voorhees, but we do have some killer highlights on the way. Scores on our ticker, and they are also at WTVA.com. A lot of great highlights, especially one you're going to want to see a little bit later on for the Itawamba AHS game. We begin with our Game Day Haircuts and Spa Game of the Week. It is the A game in Monroe County. It was Aberdeen at Amory. These two both looking for a win because they suffered losses last week, and here we go. And early on, Hunter Jones, who's had a big year so far, to another guy who's had a big year, Jay Hampton, and this is going to go for a big completion inside the 10. That's a first down. Some future cheerleaders from Amory liking that one. And later at Longnecker Field, it's Jones calling his own number, 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point was missed, but Amory has got the early 6-0 lead. Lift him up, yes. Aberdeen trying to answer. They're a young team. And C.J. Arnold handing off to Xavier Young, but there's going to be a fumble on the play covered by Shady and McKinney. Amory just big time in this one. Panthers at a 21-0 halftime lead, and they go on to win this one by the final of 35-0. They're now 2-2 on the season. They get to keep the A-team trophy. All right, staying in Monroe County, Noxapater at Smithville. These two teams ranked 1 and 2 in Class 1A. First possession, Octavian Miller finding Jamarcus Walton, goes for a first down. However, Walton would be hurt on the play, an apparent leg injury. He would have to leave the game. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Smithville fans showing their support. Third down on this same drive, Miller scrambling, looking for a receiver, and he's not going to find one. Raheem Hathorn, the sack for Noxapater. So the Noles have to punt. Tigers first possession. K.D. Carter with a long run. In fact, he may go all the way. Here's Dylan Moffitt giving chase for Smithville, but he's not going to get him. Carter will score. That's a touchdown, or is it? Called back. The call was never explained, really, but it was called back, and Nole fans are happy about that. So eventually, Noxapater would face fourth down, and Dayton Hip's going to get the sack of Carter. However, Carter would score a touchdown in overtime. Just went final. Noxapater gets the win, 22-14. Smithville suffering its first loss of the season. All right, Tupelo at West Point. Battle of Waves is actually Oxford at Lafayette County. We jumped ahead, so we'll show you Oxford at Lafayette County. And first touchdown of the night is made by the Chargers, John Meager. They had a lot of those tonight. 6:33 to go in the first quarter, and then more from Oxford. Second touchdown of the night, can't see him, but he will score, trust me. And Lafayette trying to come back. They didn't like that. They were down. And Tyrus Williams, the ball, and Jeremiah Plummerly, gets him by the ankle, brought down. Chargers had a lot to cheer for tonight. Oxford getting the win in this one, 46-7. We'll get back to that Tupelo West Point highlight in just a second. Next up, next highlight. And this is South Pontotoc and North Pontotoc. Pick this one up in the second quarter. North leading 14-0. Cougars counting on T.J. Polk for the sack. Viking punter then trying to handle the snap on fourth down, but can't handle it. Recovered by South. So the Cougars are trying to make a comeback here. Then running back Nick Jones trying to get out of the backfield, but he will be stopped by North Pontotoc. Viking defense steps up. They get a lot of attention for their offense, but their defense has been very good. Cougars trying to score some points, but that kick will not go. And Polk, as the cheerleaders are fired up, ball goes over his head. He would recover it in the end. Give North Pontotoc the win by the final of 20-0. All right, moving on. More highlights. This is Itawamba AHS and New Hope. We're about to see the play I was talking about. Second quarter, Indians at 21-0. Have the ball at their own 25. Davion Sistrunk. This is a lateral, not an incomplete pass. This is a lateral. New Hope could have jumped on this, but instead, check this out. Ike Chandler. And Chandler is going to do his thing from his own one. And just look at that. He is gone. Touchdown for Itawamba AHS. That makes it 28-0. His teammates approve of that. You know what else like that play? These guys, they loved it. Yes, they did. 28-0 Itawamba at this point. Trojans trying to respond. Ryan Burt scrambling. Look at it, nearly going to hit us. Can't happen because we wouldn't have anybody hosting the show. It's a first down, and she was also worried, but it's okay, yeah. Burt then looking for his receiver deep, and it's going to be intercepted out of center field for Anthony Dilworth there, down at his own 2-yard line. Last play of the first half. Sistrunk looking for something, but he's going to be sacked by Jacquees Little. But other than that, no problems for Itawamba AHS as they'll get the win in this one by the final of 38-0. All right, New Albany at Boonville. And New Albany was involved in a wild one last week over Pontotoc. Boonville undefeated coming into this one. And here we go, John Daniel Deaton keeping the ball. He will rush for big yardage, and he is going to pick up a first down. Now, just as Boonville is getting into the red zone, here's Deaton handing off to David Price here, and fumble on the play. Darnell Riley is going to recover, and he's going to return this thing for a while. He will turn that deep into Blue Devil territory, and New Albany is going to capitalize a few plays later. Lewis Creekmore taking a handoff. Bulldogs take a 7-0 lead. Boonville likes to return the returning kickoff for a touchdown, but New Albany wins another wild one, second week in a row, 42-41 over Boonville. All right, continuing with highlights. Actually, we're not going to do that just yet because we got to talk about our band and cheerleaders of the week. Close vote. I was checking my phone all day, and basically this was going back and forth. We ask you to vote every week for on Instagram for our band and cheerleaders of the week. It was between Aberdeen and Amory. They took the lead back and forth. For a while it was Aberdeen, for a while it was Amory, but in the end Amory won by 28 votes. So Amory is our band and cheerleaders of the week. We're going to hear from the Panther Band in just a minute, but right now the cheerleaders take us to the break.
We're the A, we're the H, we're the S. We're HS, we're HS. We're the home of the black and the gold. We're black and gold, we're black and gold. We're HS, we're black and gold. Panthers.
All right, our band of the week from Amory High School won our Instagram contest in a very close vote. Congratulations to them. By the way, appreciate the appreciation and also the cooperation and help from the folks at Amory High School. They really opened the doors for us, and we appreciate them helping us as always. Welcome back to Friday Night Fever. I am Jim Holder. It is week number 4 of high school football. We have scores on our ticker and at WTVA.com. We'll continue with highlights. We told you we were going to get back to Tupelo at West Point, and here we go. And Tupelo, of course, they've been thinking about Trey Hall this week. Of course, they injured player. He's doing better, and that's good to go. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gray Berry finding Jordan Rupert for a first down. West Point cheerleaders like that. Then they've got the ball at their 40. Timothy Mays breaks free. 20-yard carry. He'll be brought down right in front of our own Aaron Wilson. Aaron, watch out. You don't want to get hurt. West Point still with possession. Mays again the carry. Just short of the goal line, and then Brandon Harris dives in for a touchdown. West Point taking an early 6-0 lead. There you go. Just over 3 minutes left in the first. Harris is going to kick again, or score again actually. Kick is good. Green Wave up 14-0. West Point winning the Battle of Waves. 37-7 is the final. Belmont at Moorville. Troopers looking for their third straight win. Cardinals down 21-0 in the third quarter. And River Ford back to throw, but sacked by Jalen Land and company. He is brought down. Belmont forced to punt. Guess what? It's cute baby time. Cute baby time, everybody. How about that? Cute, yes. All right, next possession for Moorville. Dawson Phillips to Kason Mitchell. Mitchell had a punt return for a touchdown earlier in the game. Goes for a first down. Fans fired up, and then moments later, Phillips back to throw, scrambling. Says, you know what, I'll just do this myself. Going to go for a first down. Finally, eventually brought down. Moorville had a chance to add to their lead. These guys hoped they would, but on fourth down, this pass will go incomplete. But in the end, Moorville's going to get the win, 35-8. Troopers are now 3-1 on the season. All right, Shannon at undefeated Houston. Toppers had to pull one out of the fire last week at New Hope, and this one would also be close. Screen pass early for Shannon, but the Houston defense snuffing it out for a loss. Head coach Daryl Carter hoping to get something going. A few plays later, Red Raiders looking to throw, but they're going to run for a touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good. Shannon was up, but Houston rallies late. Hilltoppers get the win. Second week in a row, a late win. 18-14 is that final. All right, Caledonia at undefeated Heritage Academy. And here's KJ Smith making a play, big play. Takes it down the field, brought down. And then Carter Putt throwing a pass. intended for Banks Hyde, but incomplete. Patriots did have a 6-point lead. They'll go for 2 on this play. Eventually, they won't get it. And here's the Confederates with the ball back, trying to get it in there, but won't work. KJ Smith coming back, taking the ball down the field. Where is he? There he is. We'll let the play develop. He's knocked out of bounds. Then a little bit later on, fans are into this one. They promised to sell out. They got it. This one, completion going for a first down. Patriots had an 18-point lead. Heritage Academy gets the win, 32-12. Patriots still undefeated. Baldwin at Nettleton, homecoming for the Tigers. Homecoming queen. There we go. 7-0 Bearcats, though. Brycelyn Morris, the homecoming queen for Nettleton, by the way. Graham Gardner airing it out to Dedrick Johnson, 45-yard completion. Tiger fans, it's what they like on homecoming or any home game. Gardner then handing off to Marcus Thomas. He will score. Tiger mascot and cheerleaders all smiles because it's 7-7, but Baldwin with the football back, their ensuing possession. Maddox Ritchie handing off to Kevrick Ritchie. Fumbles the ball, picked up by Marcus Thomas, the guy who just scored the touchdown. He scores another touchdown. 20 yards, 14-7. Nettleton wins a tight one, 24-21 is that final. All right, Pontotoc has started the season 0-3, and the Warriors have played their first 3 games on the road. They played against Houston, Senatobia, and New Albany. Tonight they finally got to play at home. DeSoto Central paying a visit to the Hollow, showing you these highlights. And here come the Warriors, hoping for a big win in their home opener. Here's Bryce Deaton looking downfield. Connects with Cade Armstrong. That's going to go for a first down. Warriors would be forced to punt, though. Marquise Fields finds a hole for a big gain for the Jaguars. Will be eventually brought down, knocked out of bounds. And Fields going to take it again. Finds the edge. We'll get a first down for DeSoto Central before he's finally brought down. And then Jason Curry, the quarterback, rolls out of the pocket. He'll hit his receiver eventually for a nice gain. That is going to go for a first down, and then moments later, Curry takes it in for the quarterback keeper. DeSoto Central going to spoil the home opener for Pontotoc. 33-14 is that final. All right, Tishomingo County at East Union. Urchins, they're in control in more ways than one. Kickoff of the second half as they are ahead. Here's David Tierner making a decent gain for the Braves. He'll finally be brought down. Charlie McAnally looking to convert on third down, but Jacob Robbins knocking that one down. Braves forced to punt. That was during halftime, forced to punt, but it's blocked. Urchins, Mike Ellis has East Union in the red zone, and then Micah Fulgham takes the carry, breaks the plane. Ball would pop out, but was called a touchdown, puts them up 26-3, and then Hayden Roberts, the 2-point conversion, makes it 28-3. And East Union winning at home, 48-10. Urchins get the win. All right, French Camp at Okolona. Late second quarter, Chieftains are up 14-7 at home. French Camp trying to punch this one in. C.J. Johnson flushed out of the pocket, brought down by the Chieftain defender. Next play, Johnson once again sacked by a host of Chieftains, but French Camp coming back. The Panthers get the win in this one by the final score of 20-14. Tunica Academy at Oak Hill. Oak Hill wide receiver Jake Gusenkamp taking the toss for a 15-yard carry. Next play, the Raiders, Cameron Dill. Does he take one for the team? Watch this. Looking, just gets in there for the touchdown in front of our own Aaron Wilson. Good job, Aaron. Oak Hill, dream on. We'll see. Tyler Oswald using his size to get in there for the 2-point conversion. Oak Hill ties the game at 8, 7 minutes to go in the first half. This one we go to 2 overtimes. Tunica Academy gets the win, 48-42. All right, time quickly for our college football preview. It is week 3 of college football. We've got top-ranked Clemson at Syracuse tomorrow night on ABC WTVA. Number 2, Alabama on the road at South Carolina. Meanwhile, Mississippi State back at home. The Bulldogs host Kansas State at 11 a.m. MSU beat Southern Miss last week. They beat the Wildcats last year in Manhattan, 31-10. Both teams are 2-0 coming into this one. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction Saturday at 6 and 10. Meanwhile, Ole Miss also back at home. The Rebels will host Southeastern Louisiana at 3 p.m. Ole Miss is coming off this win over Arkansas. Rebs won the only previous meeting with the Lions. It was way back in 2009, 10 years ago. Highlights and reaction from this one as well. Saturday at 6 and 10. Should be exciting as always. Been an exciting night. A little bit crazy night here. Friday Night Fever, the Friday the 13th edition. It's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Fever on WTVA. We're going to start over just a few minutes on WLOV and more highlights and scores, updates and things as well. So be sure to check that out 10:35 on WLOV. For our entire staff, I'm Jim Holder. Have a great night and have a great weekend. Take care.